Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed my last video. My very first video on YouTube was the deck profile of Blue Eyes White Dragon. In this video, I'm just going to go through a couple of the combo plays I have in that deck and how to get Blue Eyes out and how to do some OTKs, FTKs. I hope you guys enjoy. So, the card I'm going to start off with is probably the most obvious one, and that's going to be Maiden. So I'm just going to talk about how some ways you can target her to get Blue Eyes out. So first of all, let's go by the monsters. So obviously we all know Sage is the big combo piece in this combo. So basically what we do is just that we have Sage in hand. We discard Sage, target Maiden. Maiden's effect will flush out Blue Eyes first. So they can't bottomless two Blue Eyes this way, because the way that the chains work is that we target Maiden. Maiden's still on field before she's sent to the graveyard by Sage resolving effect. So Maiden's still on field. Once Blue Eyes gets summoned, then she goes. So now we got one Blue Eyes on board right now. Then Sage resolves, and we get the second one. So if they activate Bottomless Trap Hole, they're only going to be getting Dragon Spirit, because Blue Eyes has already been successfully summoned. So there's one way that we target Maiden is by Sage. Another way is that we can target her by Master with the Eyes of Blue. So if this guy's just chilling in your graveyard, just dead, can't do anything, and you top deck a Maiden, normal summon Maiden, activate Master's effect, which targets Maiden. So again, same deal with Sage. Maiden stays on field. Blue Eyes is successfully summoned, so they can only bottomless one guy or solemn warning him. Then Sage and Master's effect resolves. He goes into deck. You shuffle him into deck. Maiden goes to graveyard. Then we special summon one Blue Eyes monster from graveyard. So that's another way of targeting Maiden, is by Master's effect. Another way is, so that's all the monster effects I have that can target Maiden. Another way of targeting Maiden is with Mollyseum of White, because once per turn you can target one face-up monster you control. So you target Maiden. Maiden's effect is to special summon Blue Eyes. Then you need to pay for cost, so you send either Dragon Spirit White from hand, or you send Blue Eyes White Dragon from hand or deck, because you can't send Dragon Spirit White from deck because it needs to be a normal. So that's how you target Maiden with Mollyseum of White. Another way is, again, so a couple ways to set up plays with Master is by Twin Twisters. Is that if you have these guys just chilling, activate Twin Twisters, send Master, pop a couple back row, Masters in graveyard, normal summon Maiden, use Master's effect to target Maiden, then you get your Blue Eyes. Maiden goes to graveyard, Master gets shuffled back. And another way of doing this, with how to send Master to graveyard, is by just having these two cards in hand. So you could activate one for one, send Master, special summon Maiden, use Master's effect, target Maiden, same thing, shuffle them back in, get two Blue Eyes. So, just throw my cards around. So another way of targeting Maiden is by what you just saw is Wonder Wand. Targets, equips, and you get Blue Eyes. You can ditch her to draw two cards. So that's another one. Then just, if you got a dead Maiden on field and if you still have Sage in your deck, you just activate Where Art Thou, and you can search out Sage wherever he went. There he is. And you can just search Sage out, discard Sage, target Maiden, you get 2 blue eyes. Only problem with this play is that you're going to be taking 2,000 during your end phase because you did not normal summon Sage. So that's all I have for Maiden. Okay, so now let's move on. Now I'm going to talk about how you get blue eyes into graveyard so you can set up some graveyard plays. So with this deck is that you have Dragon Shrine. So you can send 1 normal. Sorry guys, I had to go get my phone. Okay, so I'm just going to start over here. So we got Dragon Shrine. So we can send 1 normal monster from our deck. So we can either send Blue Eyes or Dragon Spirit. Reason why we can send Dragon Spirit is because the way that Dragon Shrine is worded is that, so you send 1 Dragon type monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then, if that monster in your graveyard is a Dragon type normal monster, you can send 1 more. So it doesn't need to be a normal monster from deck to graveyard. It just needs to be a normal monster in the graveyard. But since Dragon Spirit White counts as a normal monster in graveyard, you can send an additional Dragon type. So you send Dragon Spirit, and usually White Stone of Ancients or White Stone of Legend. So that's how you get 2 Dragon types in your graveyard, just like that. Another way is with Twin Twisters. It's just by the discard. So you could so this is about dragons being engraved. So you could discard any 3 of these guys to get them engraved to get some plays going. And you get to pop a couple back row by doing so. Then the last one is Trading. Well, not last one, sorry, I still got 1 more. Is Trading, just discarding 1 level 8 monster and draw 2 cards deeper in your deck. So those are 3 cards to get your dragons in the graveyard. Then another way you could do that is with number 95, Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon. Because when this card is XYZ summoned and when it reaches the field, you can send 3 dragons with different names from your deck to the graveyard. And if you do so, your opponent banishes 3 monsters from their deck. So you send Dragon Spirit, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and the White Stone of Ancients. So there's your 3 dragons, and you send them right to grave. So that's how you also get them. Then some grave plays on how to get your dragons to the graveyard is by Silver's Cry, special summon 1 normal dragon type. So usually if you want to pop back row, you go into Dragon Spirit, banish 1 of their cards, or if you just want to have the beat stick up, get Blue Eyes. Or if you want to go into 0 Eyes, if you have a tuner on board. Then you got your Swing of Memories, again, same thing as Silver's Cry, but it dies at the end phase. It's just Blue Eyes for the 3k beat stick, or popping back row. So those are 2 cards to get your dragons out of the graveyard. And then you got Soul Charge. And that just basically brings out anything you want. So, broken card. And then if you got your Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon on board, during the end phase of their turn, or even during your draw phase, you could just tribute him, send him to graveyard, special summon 0 Eyes. Then your standby phase comes along, and you can special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon and Dragon Spirit of White. So I've talked about how you can target Maiden on how to get her effects off, and how you can get your dragon types out of your graveyard. So I'm going to talk about on how you could FTK your opponent, first turn kill. So if your opponent, I wouldn't say first turn, just 1 turn kill, just any turn. Say if they're at 8,000. Say if you go into time, for example, you're the last turn, they got a couple hundred beat sticks on boards, I don't know, let's say a 25 and a 28, and you just try to push for damage, and they left them in attack mode. This is how you can OTK your opponent. So one way is just to go by Raigeki, just clear the board. Then if you have, you can go into swings, reborn blue. So let me find all my. Okay, so we got the swing of memories, and okay. So I'm thinking. So the way I'm doing this is if you have multiple swing of memories in your hand, in order to do this. I've done this multiple times on occasion, so it is possible. So you go swing of memories. You can go into a blue ice. Doesn't matter what you go into here. Just as long as it's a rank 8. You can go another swing of memories. Go into another blue. You overlay. So you go into prime photon. Then you go into your full armor. Then his effect is that you detach one. So make sure you send a blue eyes. You detach one, destroy one of their target face-up monsters. So I'm assuming they have 3 monsters on board. I guess I should not have done Regeki first. So I'm assuming that they have 3 monsters on board. So I'm popping their biggest monster, if I'm able to. Then I'll go into dark matter. I'll use his detach ability, so he can attack twice. So let's say I popped his 2800, then he has a 2500 and a 1800. So I detach so he can attack twice. What I'll do now is activate another swing of memories. Reborn a dragon spirit to white. Pop one of their back rows. I will then. Well, what would I do? Right. So if I got white stone and graveyard, I'll banish him to add blue eyes to my hand. So they still got 3 monsters on board. So I'll enter battle phase right now. I'll attack I'll attack one of his lowest monsters. Deal him. I don't know if it's a 1800. That'll be 2200. That'll bring him down to 58. I'll attack his second lowest if I'm able to kill it with Dragon Spirit. Let's see. So I said 28, 25, 18. No, sorry. No, I popped this 28. Then a few 3 monsters. Let's just say 25, 2018. Sorry guys, I keep changing it, but I'm trying to explain this as easy as possible. So I attack into his 2000. Deal him 500. I'll use his tribute ability. Tribute him because he still has 1 monster on board. To special summon blue. So 500. He's taken 27. He'd be down to 5300 right now. I attack with dark matter. So that'll be 1500. That'll bring him down to 48. 3800. He has no monsters on board. Attack with blue eyes. He'll be down to 800. Then I'll use the quick play silver scry. Bring back anything I want. Dragon Spirit. Attack for game. So I've done this multiple times. But your opponent needs to have 3 monsters on field before you attack to do so. If you're able to get by his attack. So I've probably done that OTK 3 or 4 times now in my locals. I actually was the top seed on Saturday. I was quite proud of that, but I ended up losing to PK Fire, so sucks. So yeah.